Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. We're going to do a small paper burning session after the speech today. So if everyone could please prepare some paper and a pen. So we'll give a few minutes for everyone to prepare some paper and pen for the paper burning session. We've also put the link of the speech we will be listening to, the first 20 minutes, into the chat box. So if for some reason you're having trouble with the connection and the quality isn't good, you can prepare that link separately in the background.
Okay, Jai Shri Mataji. Good evening, everybody. We'll start with a short balancing meditation. We can collectively bow down and raise our kundalis. And we can make sure we're sitting comfortably. And we start to bring our attention inside. Just take a few deep breaths. We can place both our hands on the Mother Earth and say one mantra to Sri Adibhumi Devi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Adibhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Mother Earth, please forgive us for touching you with our feet. We humbly ask if you may bring balance to our system. Please draw out any negativities or imbalances. Can bring our left hand on our lap and put our attention on Muladhara chakra and say mantra to Sri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Shri Ganesha, please may you remove any obstacles that stand in the way of us being in meditation and having a successful string burning. Can put our attention on our whole left side and say mantra to Sri Mahakali Bhairava. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Mother, verily, you are Shri Mahakali. You are Shri Bhairava. Please enlighten our left side with all your qualities. Put our left hand to the ether and bring our right hand on our lap. Put our attention on our right Swadhisthana and pray to Mother for the pure attention. Can say one mantra, Shri Nirmala Chitta. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmala Chitta Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Bring our attention to the whole right side. We can say one mantra to Shri Mahasaraswati Hanumana. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Mataji, you who are Shri Mahasaraswati and Shri Hanumana, please come into our right side. Can put our attention on the center channel and say one mantra to Shri Mahalakshmi Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Mother, you are Shri Mahalakshmi. Please bless us with the power of evolution so that we may continuously grow and ascend. Can put our attention on our Agya and say one mantra to Shri Mary Jesus. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mary Jesus Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. And Mother, please may you bless us with the power for complete forgiveness. With our attention in Sahasrara, we can say the last of the three great mantras. Om Tvameva Saksham Shri Kalki Saksham Shri Sahasrara Swami Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namah. With our attention settled in Sahasrara, we will now watch a small talk from Sri Mataji.
Once again, you can find the link to the talk in the chat if for some reason the quality isn't great.
Because also there are certain circumstances. Whenever there is a circumstance which somehow or other, this year we won't be having, I think, public programs in UK, because also there are certain circumstances. Whenever there is a circumstance which somehow or other changes our programs, we must immediately know that there is a purpose behind all that change, and we must immediately accept it with an open heart. That divine wants us to change. Supposing I'm going on a road and people say, you are lost your way, mother. It's all right. I'm never lost because I'm with myself. But I had to go by that particular road is the point. I had to do it. And that's why I have supposed to be not on that road and I have lost my way. If you have that kind of a understanding, and if you have that satisfaction in your heart, then you'll find life is worth much more than what you think it to be. Now, as it is, what was the reason I thought that we have decided to have public programs? This year, definitely, we could not have public programs. So the reason is that we have to consolidate. In the growth of a tree, which is a living tree, it happens that it moves in a particular direction up to a point till it has to change because there is no sun coming that side. Maybe there is no water levels arriving. So they start changing. In the same way, one has to understand that we are in the hands of the divine. And if some plans are changed, it is reflecting back on us and we have to see why. And the why of it is that we have to consolidate. consolidation of Sahaja Yogis is very important. First thing to consolidate yourself, you must do introspection. You must do introspection, is to reflect the light within and see for yourself. What have you done so far in Sahaja Yoga? Where were you? How far you have gone, and how far you have to go? What is the thing that is lacking in you? You'll be surprised when you start seeing yourself in a very unbiased manner, not justifying yourself. Do not blaming any bhoots, or need not blame any badhas within you or somebody else. If you start yourself, what has gone wrong with you that you could not consolidate yourself properly, you'll be amazed that there has been problems still lingering on, which must be corrected. Now these problems, you can see very clearly. In the light of the spirit, you can see them very clearly that this has gone wrong with me. One of the most interesting things I have noticed is that Sahaja Yoga is all the time covered with some sort of a Maya. And this Maya is ignorance, complete ignorance sometimes partially. Now when you get into Sahaja Yoga, you get blessed. You get blessed, maybe your family gets blessed, your children get blessed, you get some sort of a blessing for your physical being. Also for financial, you get jobs, you get money, you get something exceptional, which is really miraculous. Now people get very much lost in those achievements and start drifting, thinking that, oh, this is the blessing we have got now. We don't have to do anything anymore. That you have been rewarded sufficiently for whatever you have done so far. That's not so. It's just a sort of a support to you comes so that your faith should be fully established in Sahaja Yoga. Especially you should know me, what I am. But if you go on still drifting, then maybe some of these blessings may turn out to be curses. And you might feel that what a curse it has fallen upon us and how it has gone in the wrong way. For some people it takes time to get to the feel of the blessings. For example, mostly according to the modern ideas, we think that to get more money is the biggest blessing. So many get that also. But actually it is not. To get your peace within, to get to your witness state, and to feel your vibrations all right, and to be in the center all the time ascending is the real blessing. Because with that, you get everything else. The completion is only possible when you have the complete joy bubbling within yourself. After all, everything is just a means to achieve joy, to feel the joy. It is not the end. If it was, those people who have money, those people who have good health, those people who have all the success so-called with them, they should have been happy and peaceful. But they are not. They are suffering. They are suffering too much. And they are, in a way, destroying themselves day by day because they hate their lives. They can't bear it. They cannot understand why they are on this earth. So all these blessings that come to you, all these changes that come to you, all these new venues that open to you, one has to know that it is for your benevolence. Everything for your benevolence, and your benevolence is your ascent. Nothing else but your ascent. The rest of it is all useless and fruitless. Once you understand that this is what you have to achieve in life, that is what you have to enjoy, then it works out. But in Sahaja Yoga, as you see, it's compassion and love. It is not so much restrictions. You are left to yourself to develop yourself. It's your spirit which has to guide you. There's no coaxing or correction going on all the time. But it is left to you to understand yourself, to see for yourself, and work it out. But one of the criteria should be that what have I done for Sahaja Yoga? Or what have I done for Mother? These two things are very important to understand. Whatever small thing I could do for Sahaja Yoga is important, because if you are intelligent, you can see that this is the greatest thing you have to do, is to work for God. This is the most important thing so far human beings have indulged into. It's the highest type of enterprise that human beings have ever had a chance to indulge into. And what a chance it is to you. You may say that, Mother, we are mediocres, we are no good, we are useless, but you are chosen. You are the one chosen, so there must be something about you. You might not have seen that part within yourself which is going to work out this great work of God. So you have to locate and find out, why am I selected for Sahaja Yoga? What can I do in Sahaja Yoga? What can I work it out in Sahaja Yoga? This should be a constant reminder to you that I have been chosen for Sahaja Yoga. I want to take full advantage of Sahaja Yoga. Supposing somebody doesn't have money, he expects that Sahaja Yoga should give money, must give jobs, must give this, must give that, must have children, must give good health, all that. Expectations are all right. But what have I done for Sahaja Yoga? This is another point of introspection. Very important to see that we have to do something for Sahaja Yoga. It's not money, it's not work, it's not thinking, it's not any kind of a support. But one of them, the most important thing is how many people you have given realization to. You have to count how many people you have been able to give realization to. How many people you have talked about Sahaja Yoga. You may think that you give realization to some people, they come, they disappear. Doesn't matter. They will ultimately come to you. Today, you try on some, they'll be lost. Again tomorrow, you have to relentlessly work for it. As you know, I've worked very hard in UK. My coming to UK itself was all predetermined. There was a need for me to come here to make the heart work better. But heart is lethargic, you know that. And lethargic heart gets all kinds of problems. But all these years, I've been working. Every year, whatever time I could give for Sahaja Yogis, for their problems, for Sahaja Yoga, for their minutest problem, for any kind of help they needed. every sort I have tried to work it out. Directly, indirectly, you're all blessed. Still, what about you people who are now yogis? You are saints. You must see a photograph that I have, very interesting photograph, where you are all certified saints. Have you seen that photograph? Not yet? You better see it. Let's have it. The photograph is in my box, I think, yes. You are all certified saints by the divine, not by any cardinal or by any pope. So, what are all these saints doing? One saint which is certified by Pope, who is artificially certified, is such a big thing, you know. What about you who have been certified by God Almighty? You are still busy with your work. You are still busy with your little things. You are still busy with your small lives and small families. For a saint, he said in Sanskrit, Udara Charitana Vasudhaiva Kutumbam. For a person who is of a generous nature, means a person who is a saint, the whole world is his own family. Are you still only worried about your own family? Then you are not yet aware of your saintliness. And a saint doesn't only worry about his own wife, about his own child, about his own house. He worries about the whole world. Now, as Sahajogis, you are a powerful entities. You are very powerful people. We have got problems in the whole world. You know that very well. It's not necessary you have to be great intellectuals or you have to be people who are some sort of politicians or something. But you must be on the lookout for the problems which are troubling this world. You have to be. You cannot live in your own world that you are a saint now, I'm in Niranand. That's not possible. You can't just be in Niranand. You have to know that you have to live in this world. And you have to know all the problems of this world. And you have to think about them, not only your problems, that mother, how will I be able to do this and how will I be able to do that? But you have to worry about the whole world. You have to think what's happening in the world. What are the problems of the world? You are responsible for that. Not only that, but you have to pray. In your prayers, you have to say, "May I solve this problem." Collectively, individually, you have to take your attention from yourself, from your smaller life, to a much wider thing. Then you are a saint. And you have to think that it is your duty to ask for divine help, that all these problems should be solved. This is your job for which you are selected. Your asking is not going to work out because, as you know, I'm desireless. You have to desire for it. Whatever you desire will work out. The protection, the affection, the compassion of mother is with you. But you have to look after this world and show the concern that you have. Not to live with a very limited areas and with a very limited ways. Like now the British think, British are here, all right. UK problems are our problems. No. Your problems extend to all the places wherever there is Sahaja Yoga. And you have to worry about all of them. Now we are having, say, problems in Australia. And there's somebody who is very troublesome. So you have to see to it that, thank you. You have to see to it that you beat that person with shoes and put that right. Your leader has to tell you whom to beat this with the shoes. And work it out. Whether it is in Australia, whether it is in America, whether it is in India, anywhere, you see that there's a problem on Sahaja Yoga, there's an assault on Sahaja Yoga, all of you should put your attention to it and work it out. Then there are general problems, as you see. See, we see that America is now becoming idiotic, or whatever you may say. So you have to put your attention to America. You have to stretch your attention outside, not inside, just worried about yourself, about your family, about your house, about your children. As soon as you spread your attention outside, your problems are solved in the house. In the smaller circle, they're solved. You have to pay attention outside. Now, these days there are televisions, where first we had said don't see any televisions, because there was no use saying television by Sir Yogis. When they saw the television, they only got caught up. But now there are important things that are happening, which you can see for yourself. You can scan it out. What are the world problems? And you can see for yourself where you have to put your attention. You should become aware of your personality. It's not a personality that can be completely involved into a very small area. Your personality set should get involved into all the problems of the universe, all the problems there are, and you'll be amazed that everything can work out in a very collective way. And at this stage, when you can see for yourself now, all the Sir Yogis have got vibrations on top of their heads. Would you like to have a look, all of you? Just see, all of you sitting in Ganpati. So stretch out your vibrations, stretch out your attentions, and you'll be amazed that all other stupid problems that you have will be finished. Now have a look. Let the children see first of all. Just see. You all have vibrations on top of your head.
So we're going to do the paper burning now. So if you take out your paper and pencil. At the end of the paper burning, after we finish writing down the negativities, we'll just fold up the paper and offer it at the feet of Shamaji, because it would be easier if we all burn the papers after the meditation, because we'll have another meditation after the after we offer the negativities at Shamaji's feet. So the first negativity to write: lack of compassion, love, and understanding between all human beings. That's lack of compassion, love, and understanding between all human beings. So the next negativity. All negativity preventing recognition of the suffering that faces our brothers and sisters. All negativity preventing recognition of the suffering that faces our brothers and sisters. Okay, moving to the third negativity. Denial, guilt, and lack of introspection that prevents us from ending racism in the UK, USA, and worldwide. Say again, denial, guilt, and lack of introspection denial, guilt, and lack of introspection that prevents us from ending racism denial, guilt, and lack of introspection that prevents us from ending racism in the UK, USA, and worldwide. Okay, now move to the fourth negativity. All negativity working through hatred, aggression, arrogance, and feelings of superiority. All negativity working through hatred, aggression, arrogance, and feelings of superiority. Now the fifth one, all reactions that prevent recognition of the reality of racial inequality. All reactions that prevent recognition of the reality of racial inequality. Now the sixth one, the second last one. All racism and prejudice that exists amongst Sahaja-yogis. All racism and prejudice that exists amongst Sahaja-yogis. All racism and prejudice that exists amongst Sahaja-yogis. And finally, the last negativity that we'll write. Systems that perpetuate racism and inequality in society. Systems that perpetuate racism and inequality in society. I'll just give a minute for people to finish writing, and maybe if you want to add one of your own, you can do so. Okay, hopefully everyone caught each of the negativities and you've written some down. If you just fold it up and offer it at Shmaji's feet, and then you can burn it after the meditation. We'll have a meditation now.
We'll have a short meditation now to fully surrender all these problems at our mother's feet. and allow ourselves to be truly connected in our meditation. So we will go through each of our chakras, starting at the Muladhara chakra. We can give it a bandhan, bring our attention there. Shrimati, we surrender any negativity within the Muladhara of this world, which is going against complete oneness. We surrender it to you. We can say the mantra of Sri Ganesha, asking the help of our eldest brother in this fight that is preventing us from all being one. Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. We can take a moment to allow Mother's vibrations to flow into the Muladhara. We can move our attention to our Swadhisthana and to the Swadhisthana of the whole world. Shrimati, we pray that all anger, all aggression, all negativity preventing us all from being one within the Muladhara of the world may please be destroyed. We can ask for the help of Shri Brahmadeva and Shri Saraswati by saying their mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Brahmadeva Saraswati Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. We can again allow our Mother's vibrations to flow into the Swadhisthana. Bring our attention to our Nabi chakra. While giving it abundance, we can pray in our hearts. Shri Mataji, please let any imbalance in the Nabi and in the void of the world, any negativity preventing us all from being at peace with ourselves and at peace with nature and at peace with everyone around us. Mother, please, may that negativity be removed. You can take the help of Shri Lakshmi and Shri Vishnu by saying their mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Lakshmi Vishnu Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We can bring vibrations to our Nabi. Staying around the Nabi, we can give abundance to our void and pray to Mother, please, Shri Mataji, let any negative entities preventing mass seeking in this world, may they be surrendered to you. Shri Adi Guru Dattatreya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Guru Dattatreya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We can move our attention to our heart chakra. While giving it abundance, we can pray. Shri Mataji, please. Let all negativity within the hearts of the people, preventing them from showing compassion and love towards one another. The courage to stand up for each other. Mother, please, may that negativity be destroyed. Shri Jagadamba Durga Mata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Jagadamba Durga Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Namo.
Oh my god! So yeah, she's letting the schifo.
We can bring our attention to our Vishuddhi chakra. Shri Mataji, please destroy any negativity within the Vishuddhi of the world, which prevents us from being genuinely collective, having our attention more on others than we have on ourselves. Please remove any negativity preventing us from treating each other with respect. Shri Radha Krishna. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Radha Krishna Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Bring our attention to our Agya Chakra. While giving it abundance, we can pray Shimataji. Please destroy any negativity within the Agya Chakra of humanity, which makes us act out of ego, which prevents us from forgiving. Shri Mary Jesus. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mary Jesus Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. You can allow Mother's cooling vibrations silence our Agya. Lastly, we can rotate our scalp on the Sahasrara. Shimataji, please destroy any negativity within the Sahasrara of humanity, which prevents us from being completely integrated with the divine, with the Param Chaitanya. You can say the third of the three great mantras and then sit in silent meditation. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pralayani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji for allowing us to be her instruments. Shri Mataji, we promise to reflect every day on what we have done to please you and to fulfill your vision of humanity. We can collectively do namaskar, raise a kundalini, and give ourselves a moment. Thank you for joining us for the meditation today. Please don't forget to burn your papers, and wish you a nice evening. Meditation.
right there.